Hey, I'm Pastor TJ, and I am outside the City of Zion campus, 701 Vance Street, and I wanted to come to you and share with you what our Champions Corporate Giving Campaign is going to encompass. Our community is going to be blessed, but along with our chair lifts that we're getting, we're going to begin to do some things as it relates to coming outside. And as you come on this side, as well as the Vance Street and the Elizabeth sides, we want to make it easier for you to get into the City of Zion campus. So come on, we're going inside and let's show you some more stuff. All right, as you can see, we've had some water issues in our lower level, and our Champions Corporate Giving Campaign is going to give us an opportunity to restore, revive, and renew. And so we've had to do some excavating. As you can see, the water has begun to do some damage in the lower level, and our floor is in desperate need of replacing. We can't patch it anymore. We've got to replace it. And not only the floors, not only the water damage and the excavating, but we are going to have to do some relighting. Our lighting in this lower level has been the original lighting. And so as we move back into every week use of our facility, it needs to be up to par. We wouldn't want for God's house less than we would want for our houses. So I'm thankful for those of you that have committed from around the country, my friends who said you want to sow. This is what your seeds are going to go toward. And City of Zion, our regional partners, listen, we need you. We know you have helped do our new boiler system during the pandemic, as well as our parking lot. And we've been able to do that with the gracious gifts of our church family, as well as our partners. And I pray that the Lord would touch your heart to be able to sow into the work that you see that we're needing to do. We've done some amazing things, but we're not done yet. We're going to help redo our kitchen area so that it can be what it needs to be in order for us to continue to serve our kitchen, our community through my brothers. You can see this is the before. This is what we are going to call our lower level event space, where we can have youth programs, we can have our children and youth church, we can have our Cafe Soul programs that we used to have, where we would turn the lower level into not just karaoke, but we would just have a blast, and we would host events, different places. People would use our facility for their birthday parties and different things of that nature. And so we're really just trying to restore, revive, and renew the campus that God has loaned unto us, because God doesn't have to give us anything more if we don't do what we can with what He's already given us. So I'm thankful in advance for what your seeds are going to do to go to our restoration, renewal, and revival during our Champions. So let's go into the men's restroom. And what we're going to be doing in here is we're going to be renovating the men's restroom. We have done some amazing things in the women's area, and we're going to show you that. However, we're redoing the urinals and what have you so that it is excellent. We will not offer to God that which does not cost us anything. You can see this is the women's lounge, which has been renovated during the pandemic, and you did an amazing job in the women's area. And that's why we cannot allow the women's area to be greater than the men's area. The men have got to have as much investment in their area as we have done, as you can see, from top to bottom, inside and out. We've totally renovated this space, and your giving, your seeds will go to the further development and renovation of our campus. In the sanctuary, the main area, where worship and things go on. And what we have already done, we have painted and plastered, and yet we have got to include insulation in our sanctuary so that our heating and our gas bills and electric bills will not be astronomical. And all of that is a part of this Champions corporate giving campaign. We have for you know what we have done. You who will make up our online church, we have been upgrading our sound equipment so that what you hear is what we hear in here. What is going on in here is what you hear out there. Our sound, our audio, our video equipment, we're upgrading now. We do not want to utilize phones anymore. What we want to do is we want to offer an excellent product to you. Those of you who join us from around the country, we want to bring you an excellent product. And that's why we're looking to upgrade our cameras so that the quality of the production will be excellent, and it will be something that you will be pleased with. So we're continuing to add additional things so that our viewing audience, but not just our viewing audience, but those who are in person will be able to see on each side what is actually going on in the sanctuary as well. For those of you, we're adding some different monitors, some different things so that our presentation is that which glorifies God. And so thank you in advance. We've done some amazing things, and yet we need you to help us to continue to do what God has called us to do. And I just know that we're going to keep the faith. No matter what, we're going to keep the faith. And I thank you in advance for what you're doing. We're looking to redo our mall area. We have done some amazing things here, as you can see on the wall. However, the flooring has got to be done. And so coming in the sanctuary, coming into the building on either end, we're adding, as you can see, we've had this chairlift for a long time, and it's no longer operable. And so now what we've got to do is, and we heard you, we listened, we heard you. Entry is important for our mature family. So we want you to know we heard you, we listened, and that has been our priority number one. And so this lift that has been repaired multiple times is no longer repairable. So we are replacing it along with 2 other chair lifts. So we will have 3 chair lifts where we only had 1. And so it's important that we serve our family so that coming in will not be a hindrance for you getting the Word of God and the worship at your own church. So, beloved, thank you in advance. It's a big ask, but you know what? I believe we have not because we ask not. And so I'm asking you to partner with us in one of those levels so that our Champions corporate giving campaign will be a success. $250,000 in 250 days, beginning Pentecost Sunday. What better day to launch a big campaign than Pentecost Sunday? I've got the faith, and I know that we have the resources. So thank you in advance for what you're going to do.